Welcome inside Fighting Saints Weekly. Another week in the books for the Dubuque Fighting Saints as we edge even closer and closer to the quarter pole. I don't know if you can believe it, but we're almost there. Hi, everybody. Jordan Coons with you, and we're going to recap what was the weekend of once a Friday in Madison and then Saturday right here at home for the first time in over 3 weeks, if you can believe that. A long time coming for the Saints to come home. We'll go over the highlights of that in just a bit and look ahead to a rather exciting night coming up next Friday, or rather this Friday upcoming. So we'll get you set with that. But first, we're going to tell you about what happened this past week. Aside from not only hosting our first game in what seemingly was forever, we had Chicago Blackhawks night here at our house. And Tommy Hawk, the mascot of the Chicago Blackhawks, was in attendance. And he certainly had fun with us, I can tell you that. He was silly stringing fans as they came into the doors here, and he also had a skit during the first intermission that was certainly a big hit with the fans here as well. So certainly a great little thing that we had here with him, and you can see just what a professional mascot can do with his ability to rile that crowd up, especially with the T-shirt gun. We were really impressed with that, so we want to thank the Chicago Blackhawks for helping us out there with that one. But another weekend in the books, a split for the Saints. First, a win in Madison, and then a loss here at home. We'll go over that in just a sec, but certainly an interesting thing coming up, with this Friday with Military Appreciation Night. We'll go over the details in that later in the show. But first, let's take a look at what was this past weekend for the Dubuque Fighting Saints. The weekend began in Madison as the Fighting Saints faced off with the Capitals for the second time this season. As with the first meeting, it was the Caps who would get the first goal. Territorial domination by the Saints did not result in a goal, but the scalding hot Guillaume Leclerc sets up Sam McCormick on the back door with an easy tap-in. That made it 1-0 Madison. Dubuque would tie it 4 minutes later. Straight-up thievery by Gordy Green sets up Dallas Gerads on a tee for his third goal of the campaign. Ties the game up at 1. Dubuque then took the lead with the only goal of the second period. Evan Smith finding his twin brother Mitchell with a shot pass deflected into the net. 2-1 back in front. And they wouldn't stop in the third period either. Here's the call of the week as Trey Dodd puts the Saints in front in the third early.
2 assists in the game against Bloomington. Taps one in the middle. Kavanaugh's the man back door. Takes the shot. Save me. Rebound. Score! Trey Dodd heads right to the net and stashes one home. Fourth of the year for Trey. And the Saints lead 3-1.
Guillaume Leclerc, remember him? He put Madison within 1 with his 5th goal of the season and his 4th point against the Fighting Saints this season alone. 14 seconds later, however, it was a career first for Casey Johnson, as after a net-mouth scramble, he rifled a shot through the maze of humanity, scoring his first USHL goal and putting Dubuque up 4-2. Charlie Gerard would strike late with the net empty and 12 seconds remaining in regulation time, but that would be all the homestanding Caps could muster. 4-3 the final score for Madison. For the first time in 3 weeks, the Fighting Saints returned to the Mystique Community Ice Center to face a struggling Chicago Steel team, which had lost 6 straight. The Steel would get on the board first as Max Zimmer finished off a tremendous dish from Tanner Lashinsky. That made it 1-0 Chicago. The Fighting Saints tied it in a very strange manner. Newcomer Carson Vance dubbed the shot through a ton of bodies, and finally, after pinballing off of Willie Neerum, he would eventually get credit for the goal, his first since September 26th, tied at 1. It would be all Chicago after that point. Mark Johnstone followed up on this shorthanded breakaway by Karch Bachman, depositing the putback into a vacant net shorthanded, 2-1 Steel. Then in the third period, Nicholas Letamaki took the shot off the rush from the right wing. That found a way into the net, elevates the Steel to a 3-1 lead. And then late on a power play, Bachman sealed it off with a great pass from Jake Jaremko. 4-1 the final score from home. The Steel snapped the streak and sent the Saints faithful home unsatisfied. We're joined now by defenseman for the Dubuque Fighting Saints. His name is Casey Johnson, and he picked up his first USHL goal in the victory over Madison, which happened to be the game-winning goal on Friday. Casey, first off, I must ask you the question, since we are participating in No Shave November this month. What'd you see on that goal?
I didn't really see anything, actually. I just saw a bunch of people try to throw it on net, and it popped out right on my stick, and I hammered it home.
So what's the feeling there? I know most of the time it's just kind of like in the moment, it's amazing. Afterwards, it's just another one. But what's it like to get that first one?
Definitely to get the monkey off my back. I've had plenty of chances, and I just wasn't able to bury, but now feels really good to get that first one and just hopefully get some more.
So getting that first one, do you feel you have more confidence to let her rip from the line?
Yeah, I guess so. Just try to get the puck to the net. I mean, it's not all about me at all. I just try to get the puck on net. Forwards can bury too. It's a whole team game. So
Upcoming this weekend, it is Madison again, seemingly pretty comfortable against them. One goal wins both times. What do you expect from them this upcoming Friday?
I'd say we both had kind of high-scoring games, 6-5 and 4-3. So it's going to be, I feel like, the same kind of thing, fast-paced game. So
It's been a team that seemingly, or as you mentioned, both times very high-scoring games. What will it take to kind of clamp down there defensively?
More just staying with the lead if we come out with a lead, burying it, and just putting away the game and keeping the lead.
Sounds good. Thanks, Case.
Thank you.
Coming up next for the Dubuque Fighting Saints is a matchup right here at our house against the Madison Capitals. It will be Military Appreciation Night, which is sponsored by Quick Stop, Dairy Queen, and Fazoli's. It features special camouflage jerseys that'll be auctioned off after the game. Those will benefit the Veterans Freedom Center, the center really getting to meet the needs of veterans in the tri-state area, whether it is giving them financial assistance or the ability to train to get a job, because unemployment rates among veterans are upwards of 50% nationwide. So something that even helping the slightest bit during the auction after the game. These special uniforms are great. We'll have them up on our social media to show you them right away. But I really like the look of them. I think you all like the look of them as well. So join the auction after the game. We'll also be having some members being sworn into the armed forces during the intermission, and a pregame ceremony at 5:30 at the Veterans Memorial Plaza across the street. That'll be happening again about 5:30. And so we're looking forward to what's going to be a special and what could be at times an emotional night as we pay tribute to our military and what they do for us and the ability for us to do what we do on a day-to-day basis. So we're looking forward to that quite a bit. So that's upcoming, a 7:35 puck drop. Again, the ceremony around 5:30, and then the auction after the game as well. So again, we're looking forward to that quite a bit. And for the chance, rather, for the Saints to erase what was the 4-1 loss to the Chicago Steel this past Saturday. So a chance to get back on the right foot here at home. That'll wrap up Fighting Saints Weekly. I'm Jordan Kuhn signing off. You can catch all the action right here, 563-583-6880 to get your tickets, or online at DubuqueFightingSaints.com. One note about Military Appreciation Night is if you have a valid military ID, you can get $3 off your ticket and up to 5 extra tickets as well. So something you can treat the military to, and those that you know, and the families as well. That'll wrap it up. Again, Super Hits 106. If you can't make it, we'll have it on the air for you, featuring yours truly and Don Keck as well. We will talk to you next time. So long, everybody. Jordan Kuhn signing off.